Hey YouTube, this is Gothic KingCobraJFS with another guitar insight. I think a couple of weeks ago I was showing you guys my Halloween costume, but sadly the bedsheet was kind of ridiculous. I mean, I could have done something to make it look more like a cloak, but I don't know. So I tried to cut it up to make it into a hooded cape. That failed miserably. Now I don't have my awesome green sheet anymore. Sucks. So I made a poster of my tattoo right here and drew it on the sheets and then strung it out my door over there, back there, and took the leftover pieces and stuck them on my futon bed. Yeah, you can see my room, but you see that used to be the sheet right there, and right there used to be part of my sheet. I tend to do that a lot. I think I know what I'm doing, and I don't, and I fuck things up. So, well, that's okay. It's no big deal. I can always get another one. But, and I got a door-sized poster chunk of that shit back there with my, awesome symbol on it. Yeah. So, I'm gonna do for a cape for my costume. I don't know. You know. I got me this hood cape thing, so you know it works, but it's a little small, so I don't know, you know. Anyway, oh. Okay, trying to think of a guitar subject. Nudity versus pornography. There's a freaking humongous difference. One three-letter word, sex. Okay, if there's no sex in it, it's not pornography. It's just nudity. People tend to assume that emo and goth are the same. No, they're not. That pornography and nudity are the same freaking thing. No, they're not. Okay? For one, a lot of art museums feature nude people in their work, and the human body is a natural thing. I mean, people make such a big deal about it. It's like, oh, really? Okay, and that's kind of a museum where families go with their kids to get them into art and stuff. So, and they're not gonna show pornography in a freaking art museum where kids walk in. They're not. It's just, you know, that's one reason why it's not. Two, I lost a lot of posters in my room due to my temper problem, which wasn't smart, and a couple of nice bikini clad poster girls, but oh well, my temper is probably what caused the problem, you know. I just anyway, take a look at right there, my the Pink Floyd poster, man. Pink Floyd's the shit. Oh look, you can see their asses. People go, oh, it's an ass. That's pornography. No, it's not. That's a tasteful nude. It's what. Okay, people, seriously, it's. But because some perverted, hormonally overdrive 13-year-old walks into a museum and sees a pair of boobs and acts like a caveman. Oh, we see boobs. You know, it's like, come on, really, you know, people. It's like they're boobs. Okay, yeah, they're cool, but don't even make a big ass deal about them, do we? I'm trying to adjust my computer screen here and it's not cooperating. Which leads me to my next topic, is people obsess over love way too much. And unfortunately, love has a nasty side of rejection, and people take that so literally they become necrophiliacs. What the fuck, people? Oh my god. Okay, those who don't know what a necrophiliac is someone who has sex with dead people, or dead bodies, to be more specific. Yeah. Okay, I'll tell you straight off. One, that's fucking disgusting, and I'm pretty sure it's against the law. Two, do they put dead bodies when they embalm them? Lots of poisonous chemicals, embalming fluids and shit. You get this shit on your private area, or inside your dick or whatever. It's likely to kill the tissue on the inside, and it's also likely that the maggots from the body will crawl into you, and you get a maggot infestation in your crotch or private area. And then the tissue inside will die from the embalming chemicals from the body itself, And there's a good chance you could lose your private area down where the sun won't shine, your penis, your vagina, whatever. And 3, it's disgusting. I mean, okay, you know what? I've never had a girlfriend. I've never had sex or a first date, but I don't care. It's just not that big of a deal to me. And you know, if you've gotten so bad with caring about love that much that you become a necrophiliac, you've basically let love control your life. Okay, no. Okay, you want to have sex, fine. There are a lot healthier ways to have sex with yourself, and instead of forcing it on some dead chick or whatever. I mean, come on. Masturbation, sex toys, just to name a few. Okay. You know, that'd be a lot safe, a lot cleaner and a lot nicer alternative than to going to the cemetery on Halloween night, digging up some corpse, fucking it, and then storing it in your freezer and eating it or some shit. What the fuck, you know? Ugh. And, I think it also goes to what I'm about to say is that our society has, morbid curiosity, I guess, if you will, for shit like murder and whatnot. So it's like, you see a video on YouTube, it says murder, necrophilia, rape, blah, 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 whatever, and you think, what the fuck? You click on some news article, and you don't want to click on it, and yet the little tiny part in your brain, that little tiny morbid curiosity in your brain makes you want to click on it. It's like watching Nancy Grace, you know, it's horrible shit on that show, like murder and whatnot. Yet you watch it anyway because that's I have a morbid curiosity, you know, as occasional, like, I wonder, how does this, and this work? Like, when I lived in this one town, they had a museum, and the coolest exhibit there, they had an embalmer's exhibit from, like, 1800s or whatever, and an old casket, and all these freaking needles, but that freaking long, I was like, dude, that is so cool. What? People were like, what's the big deal? It's just never... Okay, what's the big deal? You wouldn't be saying that if it was your dead grandmother, dude. Seriously. People who defend necrophiliacs are just as sick as they are. It's like, wow, you're defending someone who fucks a dead person. Really? You know? Okay. It's, you know, just because they can't fight back and doesn't mean it's not disgusting. It's a form of rape, I guess, you know. Arnold Schwarzenegger in California passed a law allowing prostitution without pimps, which is good because women can make money for themselves without having some asshole beat them. Fuck pimps, they're assholes, dude, for real. You don't know how shit, this is bullshit, you know? And I kid you not, ironically, he banned necrophilia. It was on one of my videos I made a long time ago. It was The Daily Show with Jon Stewart's a political show, and it was on one of his shows. I'm like, oh, the irony, man, you know? But... There's Von Kossel, the Count of Florida, who, check what time I am. It was a story I saw on the internet, and it was back in the early 20th century. This guy came over from Europe to make a better deal himself. He wanted to become a doctor, but he couldn't become a doctor. So he worked in a hospital cleaning the place, and he fell in love with this chick who had tuberculosis. And, excuse me... He loved her so much, and he wanted to take care of her, but he tried all these crazy-ass remedies, and obviously they didn't work, because he wasn't a professional doctor. She died, and... Well, he had built a mausoleum for her, so her body changed tombs again. And then he robbed her grave, took her body, reconstructed it with a mask and everything for, you know, sadistic, necrophiliac reasons, whatever. And 2 years later, the chick's sister walks in and finds him, and back then, you know, shit like that was found. It was just so shocking. It's like, oh my god. And it wasn't found out until the 1970s. And, yeah, on that day they found the body. They had her body on display for the public to see. They had freaking school children coming out, let out of school early to come see the body on display as he had created it. What the fuck, people? You know? As disgusting as it was somewhat desensitized by the fact that, you know, if it would have been me, I would have just, who was in charge of the case, you know, I would have had the body buried in secret and then not put it on display for, you know, people's sick curiosity. It's like, really? Excuse me. And recently, on the news, I heard the Vietnamese man, his wife died, and 2 years later they'd found her body in a clay shell, like he'd hugged and whatnot to her. whatnot, being, you know, necrophilia and shit like that, you know? And it's like, wow. As disgusting as it is, you hear the shit on the news and think, why? What would drive somebody to do that, you know? You know, it's like, really? Ugh. So my advice, if you're really lonely in Halloween, don't get drunk and go out to the cemetery with the shovel. Not a good idea. You wake up the next day, take a piss, you're like, what the hell is that in the toilet? Maggots? What the why does it smell? Oh shit, I'm in trouble, you know. That's sick, I know, but seriously, people, I mean, if you're that obsessed with finding love, I mean, there's a dating website, and if you can't get a girlfriend like me, don't fuss yourself over it, you know? I mean, it's kind of the point where I just don't give a shit anymore. It's pointless trying, because nothing ever happens, so fuck it. But don't let, you know, the rejection and love drive you to that shit. If you're letting, like I said, if you're letting love get to you so much that you're willing to have sex with dead bodies just to get sexual release, then, oh, dude, no. Okay. How about this? You get a sex doll and paint it like a corpse, and then pretend you dig it up. It's a lot safer and whatever, you know? I don't know. You know, I mean, come on, people. This is morals here. I mean, our society. And nowadays, you type it on YouTube, the word necrophiliac, and then you get videos about it, people making fun of it, making light jokes of it. And back in the 20s, shit like that was so taboo, and you said it, you're like, oh, you know, but our society today, we've desensitized so much nasty, negative crap, it's not even funny. Oh well, shit happens. So, I'm gonna look for another cape, or try to figure out what I can do with the one I have, you know, update you on my costume on Halloween. Which is this Sunday. Sweet! Hey, did you see Paul? He came into work today with a hangover. Yeah, it's Monday. He came into work with a hangover. He smelled kind of funny. He looked like he had a hangover. Man. Someone said I saw Paul in the cemetery last night. Oh, that sick bastard. No, I'm kidding. His name was Paul, he couldn't find love. He tried everything, but nothing seems to satisfy. And one Halloween night, he was drunk as sin. He had a stupid, horny grin. He got the shovel out of his Chevy, went to the cemetery, and the rest is disgusting history. He's Paul the necrophiliac. I'm kidding, oh, that was just random song I made up. He's Paul the necrophiliac. They caught his ass, he's in jail. The family suing for disrespect of their loving one. He had to pay a huge fine. The embalming chemicals ate out and killed the tissue in his dick. You know what they say, you should know something when you're drinking and you're drunk, you don't act so slick. But little did he know, the maggots in his penis ate it out and he lost it. Now he's a transvestite. Whoa, whoa, whoa. He is Paul the necrophiliac. Okay, maybe off the top of my head, that was just random shit. I don't know, whatever. Not that you know what you wish. Torrent sides.